Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Today we have the luxury and pleasure of speaking with Ali Vingiano and Ben Coleman from a great new movie called The End of Us that you guys have got to check out. Say hello to everybody.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Hello, everybody.
It is my pleasure, guys. And so while we're here, this one is unique in that it's a rom-com set during the onset and during the beginning times of the COVID-19 pandemic. Is that right?
Got
That's
that
correct.
right.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit more realism to it than maybe some of the other rom-coms you've seen, because it really does take these two people who, and it happens 5 minutes into the movie, they're breaking up. They shouldn't be together, but they are stuck together now due to a pandemic. Can you talk about working with one another? I'll let Ben start, talk so he can talk lovingly about you, and then you can talk lovingly about working with him.
Absolutely. I've had the privilege of working with Ali on various projects spanning back like 5-6 years ago. We worked at this media company together, BuzzFeed, and we made a ton of videos, and we played couples who break up and are on and off again. So it's always an absolute joy working and improvising with her. And, luckily the way this film was kind of shot allowed for a ton of improv, and it seemed like a no-brainer pairing for the directors, I think, to put us together, since we just have so much experience and love working together and have developed a pretty fun chemistry over the years.
I love that answer. Ali, what's it like working with this guy?
Awful. No, working with Ben, everything he said is exactly how I feel. We shot a bunch of shorts and sketches at BuzzFeed and just loved working with each other and improvising, and we had so much fun. So making the movie was just a delight. We were constantly breaking. Ben made me laugh all of the time. We had to stop and reset so many times because we just were making each other laugh constantly. So it was a ton of fun. I mean, improvising together, I think we just love it. And we have I think we understand each other a little bit and where we're going to take the scene. So it's nice to have that comfort with someone and that trust. I really trust him as a performer. And that brings so much more to every scene. So it was a delight. And yeah, Ben is wonderful. So, and also I will say that he had some personal connection to the film. So being able to bring that into it and into his performance and into the story and into our dynamic was also special.
Okay, well, let's do the good journalism thing and push Ben on that. What is that personal connection?
Ooh, wow, nice move, Mr. Journalist. Yeah, my personal, I was actually going through a breakup. I went through a breakup and quarantined with my ex for several months, much like Nick did. And yeah, I was able to live that out, or kind of look at it through the character's lens, and it kind of helped bring new perspective to my own personal life at the same time. It was strange but therapeutic, and yeah, it was kind of a gift as an actor to have an current personal experience to draw from. And yeah, Ali was an amazing partner to help kind of explore all those areas of what was going on in my own life and kind of exaggerate them a bit for the character and play with them.
I love that. You guys mentioned a lot of improv, so I wanted to ask you guys about working with Stephen and his script, Stephen and Henry, and their script that they wrote. And what did you guys think of the material initially? Since there was so much improv, was a lot of what we're seeing on the script, or was a lot of what made it into the movie actual improv? And what did you think of working with him as a director?
So the way the material was presented to me is that they called me and they said, "We want to make this movie. Would you be interested in acting in it?" And I said yes. And then they sent me a outline, and I read it and I gave them my thoughts, and they said okay, and kept working on the outline. And when we moved into the Airbnb to shoot the movie, we hadn't read a physical script. It was a very detailed outline, an idea of who these characters were and what was going to happen. The scene that we actually did have scripted was the opening breakup scene. We scripted that scene, and there's other scenes in the movie where it's very much you say this, he says that, let's they would feed us some lines, but there was no, like, it wasn't a traditional, 100-page script that we were working from. It was, which is why it was so imperative that we did have this trust for each other. And, we did, that opening breakup scene was scripted and we shot that. And beyond that, it was pretty much like, here's the information we need from the scene. Here's where these characters need to go. Henry might be like, oh, I want you to say this. And then Ben, you respond and then take it from, do whatever you want from there. And so I would say like a core of the movie is like, the core of the movie is scripted. The core of the movie is improvised, but the story, the structure, every day Stephen and Henry were waking up, we're figuring out what they wanted from each scene, figuring out the structure of the movie, and then filling us in. So, Ben, if you have anything else.
Yeah, I would agree with all that. I love working with those guys. I've also been able, we're all friends, and I've worked with Steve and Henry for years on short films and videos and BuzzFeed stuff. And yeah, we too have developed just like this amazing trusting relationship where, I have faith that, like, even if I don't know exactly how a scene's going to go, I know we're going to always find it, because it's like a very trusting, freedom to fail environment. But back to the original question, the story was really strong, and they had funny ideas and good jokes in there, but I knew that it was going to grow to be something much more the more we shot it. And they had all the beats mapped out, but they left it, gave us freedom to explore, and we ended up like tweaking some scenes, even tweaking the ending after the process of shooting it, based on like what we discovered in the scenes. The ending now is totally different than the initial version of the script. So it was a really exciting way to make a movie, but those guys know what they're doing, and I give them, my complete trust, and I'm always excited to work with them.
I like the ending. It's a good ending. So if that was an improvised ending, that was good. And I like the direction that went, that worked. Now, I always ask a couple of fun questions. So I'm going to ask you guys some really fun questions here about yourselves. The first one is going to be, as actors and, media people, for example, Ali, I know you do some writing, producing work, and et cetera. Who are some people that you look to as inspirations in your business that make you guys want to be better and get better at what you do?
Allie's a really phenomenal writer, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. I'm curious her answer. I guess I could start. Yeah. I look at someone like Mark Duplass, who is an actor, but also like the independent filmmaker, director, does it all. That's like, he's a real inspiration to me. That's first person that comes to mind. But
it's a great answer. He's in my favorite movie of the year, so great answer.
You language lessons?
Absolutamente, man.
Yeah. Muy bien.
It was great.
Yeah, and then like, I got a ton of actors I could list that I idealize. But I'll just give you one answer. Marky D.
Good answer.
Ali, what about you?
Good answer.
It's the sort of question that I'm sure I'll think of someone in like 20 minutes and be like, that's my number one. But I would say off the top of my head, some people would be Greta Gerwig. I think she's such a good writer and director and actor. Mike Mills as a director and writer. I love his writing so much. Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
You like those
Duplass
auteurs.
Also, I think is wonderful. And I think I'm inspired by. I do like auteurs. I'm not gonna lie. And I was gonna be like, here's my Boogie Nights poster, but then I was like, there's like a stack of books on my piano.
We see it. We see the PTA love. It's good.
But what I am inspired by in those people is, I think, the multi-hyphenate nature of them. I mean, writer-directors, writer-director-performers, people who have a clear voice, who have something that they want to say, and that they're creating their art as a way to say it. I think those are the people I'm driven to. And Mark Duplass obviously is also like you know, I love him. Aubrey Plaza, I feel like she's used her celebrity to like create such cool indie projects and like really like has done awesome work. So I love her. And yeah, those are just a few.
Those are great answers. I feel like the main thing that you can take away is that you like people who are uncompromising in their vision, because that's all those people are not going to do just anything. Also, we love Aubrey Plaza, so we stand that. Great answer.
Yeah, she's great.
Now, this is going to be the hardest question I ask you all day. You can only have 2 movies for the rest of your life that you have to watch over and over again. What 2 are you picking and why?
Oh man.
Wow.
That is way too hard.
Yeah.
That's really a tough question, because it's like you need to pick a movie that you won't get so sick of.
Listen, we don't have to worry. Leah doesn't even know what a criterion is, so we're fine.
She doesn't know what a criterion is.
That hurt my feelings.
I think a lot of people were like deeply upset by it.
Yeah, I was guffawed.
Yeah, she's a little simple, and that's cool. I like that about Leah. You know, I think it's fun for her. So
I think so too. Although we got to talk about Tim off camera, because that guy.
You didn't like Tim.
I don't like Tim.
All right.
But he's so funny in it. I was just like, when we watched it, like I was just like, he's just so funny. He's great.
Man, let's see. This is so tough. I would like a variety. I want one drama, one comedy.
Like, here's my first instinct, and this I have the right to change my answer, but my first instinct is to be like Goodfellas and like Legally Blonde, like 2 movies that are like very different and that like I know that I can watch many times. Legally Blonde is maybe not the right comedy. Like, it maybe is like I'm not quite sure if that's my comedy, but I feel like I need 2 movies like that.
The movie In Bruges is one of my favorite movies.
Solid.
Well, maybe my favorite movie. That's like my current answer. So let's throw that on the boat that I'm sailing away in. And the second movie, also, yeah, Martin McDonagh. That's another inspiring figure. Sam Rockwell, also actor inspiration. All right, now I've got 3. Allie just had so many answers for that other one. I got to go with just some straight up actors who aren't multi-hyphenates, and Sam Rockwell would be one of them. Anyway,
good choice.
Back to the question that I'm dancing around.
Yes, you are. You're trying to tango around it, Ben. I appreciate it.
Look,
I don't know, maybe
just
like,
you're just leaving your house, you're going to a desert island, you grab 2 movies. They don't have to be you can make a mistake.
I think that like there's a lot to love about Fight Club. That's
my God.
I'm just thinking it's got like an interest, you might
Fight
not
Club and Donnie Darko.
You might as well just pick that and have the Film Bro Pack 2021. We're good.
Whiplash is one of my faves.
Great pick.
But like throw in a Tarantino movie for like variety. I don't know. God dang it. This is a tough question.
It's the toughest question I usually ask. And usually that's the one where people are like, okay, I need a second here to compose myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Although somebody once asked me mine, and I was like, don't do that.
It's tough because like you can just pick your favorite movies, but I feel like you want to pick something that's a little more complicated. Like I feel like maybe the right movie for me is 8.5, because I have such a hard time. Like I watched in college and I've tried to rewatch it recently and I'm like, what's happening? Like I just feel like I could watch it a lot and keep on figuring out the story and keep on learning so much more about it, and it's like such a master. It's like I need to pick something that's really classic, and like I feel like Fellini is like the master, and that would keep me interested. And then something like Little Miss Sunshine, which is simple and feel good movie and a perfect script. So that's always fun.
I saw that premiere at Sundance back in the day. That That's a great answer, Allie.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd be the second person to pick 8.5 too.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Fellini. Man, that's a good answer.
She's kicking your butt here, Ben.
Hey, get out of here. I don't know. Let's go with In Bruges. And so if I
Love that
want to
movie.
get like, so I'm like stuck. Oh, it's just the only movies I can ever watch again, or I'm
Yep.
like on a desert island.
Nope, you can't. You just can't watch anything else.
I want to be expanding my mind.
Why don't you pick a movie you've never seen?
Ooh, how about Licorice Pizza and God dang.
Can't go wrong with PTA.
All right, The Matrix.
That's a great movie.
That's a good movie. Let's go Matrix and In Bruges. It's not enough like romance in there for me, but I'll have to find that in the real world.
Listen, my answers, because I get asked all the time, my answers are always the same. It's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, so I can be depressed and romanticized at the same time. And I toss up between either It Happened One Night or The Apartment. So,
you know,
I was considering Eternal too.
It's romantic enough and depressing enough.
I think I'm going to put Eternal. Yeah.
It's such a good script.
Yeah.
You're allowed to steal my answer. It's fine.
Let's do Eternal instead of The Matrix.
I like your answers, Ben. Those are fun movies. You're going to be entertained on
Let's
that island.
do Matrix and Eternal. Final answer.
Great answers. I love them. Now, the less challenging part of this, I want you guys to tell the audience why they need to check out The End of Us.
Allie, take it away.
Check out The End of Us because I think, first of all, anyone who's lived through the past year and a half will relate to it, and in a very deep way. Whereas when I watched it for the first time, I was like, holy shit, I forgot about all of this stuff. And it made me feel seen, and even though I was in the movie. So I think The End of Us will make you feel a little seen, and I think you'll laugh. I think it's just a fun time, and it's I think we had so much fun making it, and I hope that you can tell when you watch the movie and that you have fun watching it as well. So yeah, we hope you check it out.
I love that answer, and I think you guys should listen to what Allie has to say because I thought the movie was a really good time. I watched it really late at night, and I was like in it the whole time, ready to laugh, and it made me laugh hysterically. So you guys definitely need to check out The End of Us. It is out now, is that correct?
Yes,
sure
streaming
is.
now.
Then they can go stream it right now. You guys should get on your Amazon Primes, wherever you buy your films or rent your films. Go rent this one. It's a good time. You guys won't be sorry. It's the perfect time of year to see a good rom-com. It's Christmas time. You guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Is there anything else you want to tell the audience before we let you go?
Yeah. Enjoy the movie. Life's short. Don't overthink it. Just watch the movie and thank you if you do, or if you don't.
Allie, we love you either way. Whether
now, if people wanted to say how they felt about the movie, where would they find you guys on social media?
I'm on Instagram as The Real Allie Vingiano. So you can totally message me your feelings about the movie or comment. And that's mostly where I'm on the internet. I have my Twitter, Allie Vingiano, but I try to not be on there as much.
It's good for you. Yeah, it's better. It's healthier.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at Benthusiasm. That's the word enthusiasm with a B in front of it. And I would love to hear any of your feedback.
I love it. Great answers, guys. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. And that's going to be it, guys. Just make sure you check out The End of Us, currently streaming. And thank you guys for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.